Hi there! Welcome to Pallet University and episode 27
Congrats, you finally got one right. A real accomplishment.
of our Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Now, today we are in Pitfall Valley, as you can see. And so I have to explain a little bit of fourth wall stuff. I explain a lot more about it next episode, so make sure you check that out. But I actually filmed next episode, episode 28, before this one. For reasons that I explain in that episode, so make sure you check that out. That'll be up a couple days from now. We're here in Pitfall Valley. And there's a couple things that I couldn't, avoid not spoiling for next episode. So, if you watch next episode, you'll figure out why pretty much immediately. But I decided to, I think as far back as, the Kyogre episode, someone in my comment section, and I don't remember who it is, so if it's you, make sure to let me know down below. Somebody recommended that I bring Smeargle off the bench and teach Smeargle moves, because obviously Smeargle is the most versatile Pokemon in the game. And especially in a Mystery Dungeon game where stats don't really matter as much, Smeargle's a really great Pokemon to have. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I've played Mystery Dungeon for literally 15 years and never used Smeargle once, I don't think. But for a reason that happens next episode, I decided to bring Smeargle off the bench. And I'm glad I did, because I made it this far in Pitfall Valley very quickly. So I'll talk about Smeargle just real quick, So, no, that's not what I wanted. Stop it. Sure, I'll go on. So, Smeargle. Smeargle, obviously, if you have no idea how Smeargle works, Smeargle learns the same move every 10 levels. It learns Sketch. It learns at 1, 11, and so on, all the way up to 91. And what it does is it lets Smeargle permanently learn the move last used by the target. So, I taught my Smeargle... Nope, wrong button. I taught my Smeargle Spore, which I had to go recruit a Paris for. So Spore is a 100% accurate, room-wide sleep move, which is, chef's kiss. One of the best moves in the game. I taught it Heat Wave, because Heat Wave is a move that I use all the time. I've had it on my Typhlosion since the very beginning of the post-game. I think that's right. And then I've taught it to several other Pokemon that I've used along the way. So it's very high-powered. I also taught it Blizzard and Discharge. So all of Smeargle's moves hit the entire room. And I also linked Blizzard and Discharge, because the odds of a secondary effect happening to the target, whether it's freezing or paralysis, is extremely high with that. And it also hits stuff like flying types extremely hard, which just happened to be the fact that most of the Pokemon in this particular dungeon are flying type. So that just got kind of lucky. That was not on purpose. But it is what it is. And made it so that I can get through this dungeon very, very quickly with Smeargle. The only downside being that when you use linked moves, it costs you 1 belly point immediately. That's the only downside. But I have a bunch of perfect apples, so it's not that bad. But yeah, we're here in Pitfall Valley to rescue Latias. So last episode, we went and defeated Latios, who had stolen a bunch of TMs from Purple Kecleon, my guy, to try and help his sister. Try and save... Where did that... Is that on the next page? Oh, it's an X'd out one. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Scyther. I did not mean that at all. Anyway. Yeah, so Latios stole a bunch of TMs because his sister, Latias, fell into Pitfall Valley, and he was not strong enough to make it all the way through Pitfall Valley. So we decided to go. And, I mentioned last episode that there's one thing that this dungeon's known for, and I have not seen one yet. So, if you missed, it was toward the end of last episode, so You know, just on average, most people probably didn't see it. But last episode I mentioned Pitfall Valley is known for one thing specifically. And that's the Pitfall Trap. I think it's the only place where you can find them. I don't know that for sure, but last I knew that is correct. So Pitfall Traps affect Pokemon that are not flying or not in the air differently than they affect Pokemon that are. So, I don't think they affect Pokemon that are in the air at all, actually, now that I think about it. If it has the same exact, you know, effect that it originally had. But what it does is, if the leader steps on a Pitfall Trap, it drops you to the next floor. Basically the stairs, but I think you take 5 HP damage, so not a big deal. If a teammate steps on one... Oh, I wanted to go to the Kecleon Mart down there. If a teammate steps on one... Oh, there's nothing useful here. And they are not a flying type or a Pokemon off the ground like Flygon, they are removed from the dungeon. So, yeah, it's... Can I even throw these? No, I just have to drop them. Who's in this room with me? So I decided to go with 2 Pokemon that are flying. And Smeargle, to get Smeargle powered up. Because frankly, we're going to need him for the next thing we do. So this episode might be relatively short because I don't want to give away what happens next episode. So this episode might be relatively short. I think what we are going to do for this episode, plus I'm a little strapped for time, as it is, because I'm in the middle of moving, actually. So you can't really, I guess, yeah, you can sort of tell. My entire apartment is an absolute mess. I'm in the middle of moving apartments. I talked about it before on the channel. I think I talk about it more next episode too. So if you want to know more about the goings on in my personal life, you can check out next episode. But anyway, unlike almost every other episode where I just kind of spew whatever comes in my head, I actually have some things I want to talk about today. So I discovered one of my new favorite shows, and because we're all stuck inside, I want that actually. Because we're all stuck inside, I figured you might want to know about it too. So the show is called Dave, and it's sort of like how do I want to call it? It's like inspired by the life of the rapper Lil Dicky. So, just by looking at me, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that I'm actually a pretty avid, you know, rap hip hop fan. I listen to it quite a lot actually. Not as much lately. I used to a lot when I was younger. And you know, when I tell you that my favorite rapper is Lil Dicky, that suddenly makes a lot more sense. I will say the show is not for younger viewers, so like if you are not of age, probably not the show for you. Anyone who's seen the show can attest. There are some parts that are pretty graphic with nudity. So I mean, just be warned. But yeah, it's a fantastic show because I love Lil Dicky. I think he's one of the things in the show that he talks about a lot is that, like, especially like when he first you know, started to get popular, people were like, oh my god, you're so funny, and he's like, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm trying to be like a good rapper. And that was something that I used to think of too, where I was like, oh he's so funny, and then I'm like, actually, the more I listened to him, the more I was like, he's just actually just an incredible rapper. Hello. Yeah, the more I listen to him, the more I'm just like, he is incredibly talented. So, and it's like, if you looked at past photos of me, you might be able to tell more that I liked rap, because I still have all of them, but I don't wear them anymore. I used to be very into like flat brim hats. And I'll try and find some old, really cringy pictures on Facebook of me wearing them. And, like, looking back, like, at the time, I'm like, I like this look. And, like, I wore them confidently, which, you know, if you wear something with confidence, you automatically just look a lot better, I think. But, like, looking back on it, I'm like, man, that was not a good look. Like I said, I'll throw some pictures on screen. Of some old, embarrassing Gavin photos from when I was, like, 16 or 17. But yeah, that's that was most of my week this past week was binging Dave, because it's a very funny show, because like Lil Dicky is very funny, but you know, they make it a point in the show, like I said, to say that like that's not what he wants to be famous for, you know. And it reminded me a lot of like the show. Gave me similar vibes to, if you're at all familiar with it, if it's a little bit of an older show, but it was Mac Miller and the Most Dope Family. That was a fantastic show, and like it wasn't as like it's not like an IRL. I hate using like acronyms in like when I actually speak. I'm not that kind of person. What is happening back there? Scizor got frozen. Oh, okay. But it's not like it's a show like based on his life. It's not like a documentary of what he actually does from day to day, which I also would love. Like if they decided to make that kind of show about Lil Dicky, I would lose my mind, because I think that would be an incredible show. Anyway, that was just the sort of vibe that I got, and it made me really miss Mac Miller, because he was another rapper that I was a very big fan of. What is happening? But yeah, that was how I spent most of my week this week. That and preparing to move. So I actually just submitted my not like the last thing that I have to do for the semester, for my first year of graduate school. It's not quite. I have one more thing due on... I'm filming this on Monday, and I think it's due on Wednesday. But probably tomorrow, I'm going to be recording this episode and then episode 29 right after this. So I'm going to record and edit those 2 episodes and probably upload them. And then I'm probably just going to, disassemble my desk tomorrow and take that over to my new apartment. So, like, that's between binging Dave and getting stuff ready for my new apartment, which, ideally, like, I would really like to record a new, another video, a non-Let's Play video, in my new apartment, because I'm really liking the way the set is, like, set, as in my bedroom, is turning out. But I haven't set up any internet there, or like Wi-Fi there, so I think I would have to like record it and edit it on this computer, and then put it on a flash drive or something, and then bring it back here to upload from my laptop, which is not ideal because my laptop has really slow Wi-Fi capabilities. But we'll see how it works out. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, Smeargle also levels up incredibly quickly. Its stats are really, really bad. But it levels up extraordinarily quickly. Because I think I got it like level 50, and it's already level 97, and I've only used it in a couple of dungeons to this point. But only like off screen. I think I did some of the Makuhita Dojo stuff. Do I have an Aerodactyl? I feel like I do. I do. But yeah, Anyway. Yeah, I'm really liking the way the apartment's turning out. Although, I have no idea what I'm going to do for a bed. So, like, and I forgive me if you see next episode, and I already talked about some of the stuff, but it's been a couple days since I recorded last episode, and I don't quite remember what I said. So, like I said, it's been a couple of days. But this apartment that I'm currently in is fully furnished. So it came with a bed, this nice bed you see behind me. It's a really nice bed, too. It's like a pillow top mattress. The mattress itself is like 8 inches thick. It's a really nice mattress. And it also came with like a dresser and some nightstands. And I've never bought furniture before, so I don't know what I'm doing. I bought a couple nightstands because they were really cheap. They were like 15 bucks each at Walmart. And then I wanted a really big bookshelf because I just like the way they look. I don't know what's happening. I just really like the way they look. So I bought one of those. That was more expensive. That was like $30-ish at Target. But so far, the only things in my room, in my other apartment, are 2 nightstands and a bookshelf. And then I taped out on the ground. I measured this bed, and I measured my dresser, and I measured my desk. So I literally have taped out boxes for roughly where things are going to be. But like for a bed, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Because number one, I just have a little car. I have a Chevy Cruze, which if you're familiar with cars, it's not a big car. I have no idea how I'm going to get a bed to my apartment. Same thing with this desk. Because I had this shipped here. I have no idea how I'm going to, it's probably going to take me like a solid hour to take it apart. And then put it in my car, and then probably another hour to put it back together once I get to my apartment. Anyway, the dungeon's over. You are? Did you maybe come to save me? Yes, I'll be fine. My wing is still damaged a little, but I can go. I'm curious what level we get Latias. Spoilers, we recruit them. I meant for that to be a surprise, but I mean, again, it's a 15-year-old game. Ideally, there should be a ton of surprises in here. But I'm curious what level we get them at. Yes, I want you to join me. Yeah, I'm curious what level they join us at, because normally they're only like level 25, I think. I think Latias is level 25 and Latios is 30. But like normally Smeargle, when you get Smeargle, is like level anywhere from 15 to... It actually might be level 5 now that I think about it. I have no idea, but it's low leveled. In this game, like I said, we got it at like level 50 or something. So I'm curious what level we get those two at. Anyway. Latias. Latios. Yay. Family. Yay. You're safe. This is incredible. I'm sorry. I caused you so much worry. What is Latios' neck doing right there? Sure. Oh, this is great. It's so touching. My sister is safe, all thanks to you. To be honest, I came close to giving up. But we're back together again. It's happiness beyond words. We owe you so much gratitude, thank you. It's okay, really. When you put it that way, it's even a little embarrassing. However, we have no money or other way of repaying your kindness, so it's the least we can do. May we join your rescue team? I like how Latios just like volunteers his sister as well. Huh? We would like to join your Team Poke Rescue and help with your rescue work. Would that work? Would you be willing to accept us on your rescue team? Really? Of course, we're happy to have you. Gavin, you're on board, right? Yeah, of course. Done. You're our fellow members from now on. Great to have you. Thanks for having us. Delighted to join. Yay. Okay, what rare qualities do you have? I honestly don't. I have no idea. Rare quality, mind over matter. I have no idea what that does. I think you have the same. Oh, you have shared happiness. Interesting. I don't know what that does either. There's only a couple of them that I actually know what they do. Okay, cool. So they just join us. Neat. Is there a story thing that happens right here? Based on the loading time, I'm going to say yes. Okay, Pelipper comes like normal. I'm actually going to... Well, I'll check the mailbox. But I'm going to go check out them. Cool. Okay, I need to go do some jobs. Yeah, I want to see what level these guys are at. Okay, they're level 35. That's not bad. We got Dragon Breath, Mistball, Helping Hand, Psywave. That's pretty good. Does Mistball have range, though? I don't know. And I don't know that it will let me check. You have Luster Purge, so they have their signature moves. Refresh, Dragon Breath, Psywave. What is Latios' extra move? Helping Hand. Okay, so they're both actually pretty decent support Pokemon. Because Refresh, I think, works on your entire team, but I don't know that for sure. And then Helping Hand obviously gives your Pokemon boosted attack and special attack. Can I help you? There are two Pokemon whispering by Whiscash's pond. They're so shady. They were talking about at the edge of the pond as if to hide. They were talking at the edge of the pond as if to hide. I'm so curious. Well, we're only at 22 minutes, so we might as well go check it out. Hello, Alakazam. Do you have an exclamation mark? What do you want? I've heard of a weather anomaly affecting a certain sea. They say oh, finally! This is the Lugia thing. They say a whirlpool stretches from sea to sky in a colossal tornado. It is said to be near the legendary island. It hasn't caused any damage as far as I know. But it does concern me. Will you travel to the legendary island and observe what is taking place? Yes. Oh, good. You accept the job. I hope for the best from you. So now I think I have to go visit Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres, which I'll do in a minute. But I want to see what these two are up to. Once again, Ekans, you know, it's been at least like 12, 13 episodes since we've seen these two, and Ekans still freaks me the heck out. We found it at last. Yes, we find it we did. My wish, it will finally come true. Oh, we get this dungeon now too. Oh no, I think we have to come talk to them a couple times, actually. Hey now, don't forget about my wish. Listen, Ekans, we must keep this a secret just between the two of us. We can't tell any Pokemon, not even Gengar. Why does he nod like that? Just whole body. Like, snakes have necks. Like, they're not an entire neck. Like, they do... It's yeah, you have to really know what you're looking for. But they do have, like, a specific neck area. I know that. Let's decide on how we're gonna do this. First... Oh my god, look at Ekans' face. He looks so surprised. I don't know anything. Me too. I don't know a thing. I don't know anything about making wishes come true. I know nothing. Alright then. So that's a multi-day thing. We have to come back like day after day. But since, again, we're only at 24 minutes, so we might as well go see what Articuno, I almost said Lapdos? That makes sense. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Well, this is neat. We actually get to go to the place. Hey guys, what's poppin'? That's pretty neat. Fire, ice, and electricity. When the three powers merge as one, the Guardian of the Sea is said to arise. Our arrival at the legendary island, the three of us caused the Sea Guardian to awaken. They're all flapping completely in sync, aren't they? It's a little creepy. You can tell they use the exact same, like obviously not the same model, but they use the same animation. The same like wireframe, I'm not an animator, I don't know how animation works, but they use the same animation like coding for all three of these. Probably for most flying Pokemon. I did notice when I was playing through Pitfall Valley before this episode that Dragonite and Flygon also have this exact same like flapping speed. They have the exact same animation as well, so I mean, I can't blame them. I'm sure this game is relatively difficult to code, so I don't blame them. Anywho, it is what caused the whirlpools to grow into tornadoes. Here we have the Vortex Stone. Bearing it, you will gain passage through the sea's tornadoes. It will lead you to a place called the Silver Trench. There, you'll find the Guardian of the Sea. Now go, the Guardian of the Sea awaits you. Obtain the Vortex Stone, and gain access to the Silver Trench. Yay. Now, is that still a 99 floor dungeon? I have no idea. Let's go check it out. And then because it's the next day, I would assume that Ekans and Medicham are back at Whiscash's Pond, so I'll go check that out as well. But another day passes, and my mailbox is just getting fuller because I can't take any more jobs. So, in between this episode and... Fampy, what are you doing here, little guy? Hello? I heard from Mr. Mime and went to Whiscash's Pond. Those two are still whispering. Okay, so they are still there. When I go near them, they shoo me away. Really? What are they talking about? Alright, let's go. Let's check out Silver Trench. And we get Joyous Tower. Cool. And we get Purity Forest. Alright. Cool. So yeah, Silver Trench is still 99 floors. What else we got? What were those two? Not any of those. Oh, yeah, they're right here. Joyous Tower and Purity Forest. They're both 99 floors. It will depend on how my internet is over the summer. Because I don't remember how reliable my Wi-Fi is at my parents' house, where I'm going to be staying for about a month over the summer. If I have pretty reliable internet, I will stream one of these. Probably Joyous Tower. Either Joyous Tower, Purity Forest, or Silver Trench. I'll stream at least one of them. Silver Trench and Purity Forest are have a recruit at the end, like a legendary recruit. So I'd want to get that on video as well. Maybe I'd like just record it and clip it. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done any live streaming, so I kind of forget how it works. Joyous Tower, I legitimately have no idea what the point of it is. There's clearly a lot of Pokemon. It is a Pokemon that you join at level 1, or that you get at level 1, or like you enter and you are level 1. And I'm pretty sure your moveset is completely reset. I don't know that for sure. Joyous Tower is a pretty infamously hard dungeon. Because as you can see, like initial level 5. So you start at level 5. You can bring 3 Pokemon with you. You can't bring any items because it says items not acceptable. You can have teammates join you on the inside, and you don't see the map as you are around. So you go in with no items, and you're level 5. Purity Forest is even harder because you can't bring items, and you can only go in by yourself. You can't even bring teammates. So I'll have to do a little bit of research before I to prep up for those to see which Pokemon is best. I have if they let you keep the moveset, I have a feeling that it's Smeargle, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, we'll go talk to Medicham and Ekans once again, and then I'll probably do some missions off screen to clear up space in my job list. You ready, Ekans? I think two of us going to the dungeon is the best idea. If either of us, or if either one of us falls before the end... Oh, I get it. The other one can still go make wishes. That's smart, Metachan. But of course, I can't wait until our wishes come true. My wish is for a broader lower jaw. I want bigger jaws so I can swallow bigger things whole. Sure. My wish is for a place where I can meditate in peace, with no one to bother me. It would be magnificent if I could meditate for a year without food. Yeah. I don't know anything. Me too. I don't know a thing. I don't know anything about a dungeon that makes wishes come true. I know nothing. With that, we're going to end off the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Next episode, I'm not going to tell you what happens, because you're going to find out at the beginning, probably from the thumbnail as well, of next episode, because I am notoriously kind of bad for that. Anywho, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, make sure to hit that thumbs up down below, and make sure to subscribe and turn off notifications if you enjoyed this as well, so you don't make sure you don't miss next time this series goes live, as well as when our next non-Let's Play videos, like sciencey type video, goes live as well. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Pallet_U to keep up on all things Pokemon science, and as always, there's a time and place for everything.